It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Well, you can see in that sharp interactive board, I got two of my favorite gentlemen, Patrick Layton and Frank Cucco of Impact Networking. And folks, don't forget about that other company these fellows run and manage, Dot Security. We're not going to talk about Impact. We're not going to talk about Dot Security. We're going to talk about Optimize, the largest end user event put on by a dealer in our channel, I truly believe. Frank and Patrick, it's great having you on the end of the day with Ray. I wanted to share this Optimize meeting that you all have every year. I know this is the first one since COVID, but it's an awesome event. I mean, you rent out the Chicago Pier in downtown Chicago to put it on. So I got to ask y'all a question. How did you come about? What gave birth to this?
Well, that's a good question for Patrick, since he was the mastermind behind it.
First, thanks for having us on, Ray. It's always a pleasure. Optimize. So, kind of a funny story. I think there's even a video on the Optimize website of me telling this story, but I'll give you the short version. We used to do 3 or 4 tech shows a year out of every branch, and the big one was in November. It was the Turkey Tech Show. You come get a free lunch, you get a free turkey, and you see a demo of a copier device. And when I first started, Frank asked me, we were at our Bolingbrook Tech Show, and Frank came there and said, "Hey, what are you doing at this tech show?" I said, "I don't know. What do you want me to do? I can't really do a demo like this. I don't have the right audience's attention to talk about my services, really, because it's office managers, right, that make that decision."
Sure.
And so he asked me what I would do, and I told him that we needed to do more around education in the environment and really get the right people in line. So it was kind of a joke that day to get him off my back from not doing anything at the tech show. And a couple of days later, he came to me and said, "Hey, I got this great idea. This is what I think we should do." And we started talking along with Frank George, our CTO, and we came up with Optimize.
It's an amazing event. You know, I was talking to some of the team members over there, and Frank, you got like 500 people coming to this thing this year. Is that true?
Yeah, we'll probably be in that area, maybe a little less. But, before COVID, the last one we did, we had 1,000 people attend. In the last year, we did it at COVID. Then, obviously, COVID, and now we're restarting the whole program. And I think we have right now around 400 signed up, that actually pay to come there. They're, $599 to come to this thing. And really the difference that Patrick didn't mention is that this is 100% educational. It has nothing to do with doing a demo or selling a product. It's about bringing in innovative people that speak to the clients and tell them about upcoming technology and how they can use that technology to better their businesses.
And, I noticed, because here's the other thing, folks. This is a one-day event. They do it once a year, and they build a website for the event. And we got our industry. We can't even update our dealership's website. So kudos on that. I've been to the website. It looks fantastic. But I also noticed on there that you don't have your own people, like, taking charge of this whole thing. You're bringing in expert speakers and experts in core important deliverables in the marketplace. What's the reason behind that?
It's a mix of both, really. So in the morning, we have 3 professional keynote speakers that align with the Innovate to Optimize theme. In the afternoon, the breakout sessions, we do have our people involved in every single one, but we also have an expert from each one of our partners presenting with our people, because, again, we want this to be educational. It's not a sales event. And we have 25 different breakouts across all the services we sell to help the marketplace understand these complex situations and solutions.
Well, I'm excited because this is my first one I'll be able to attend. So I look forward to being up there with you all next week on that. And, it's just amazing to me that when you think about, and Frank, we've talked about this before, when you deliver remarkable experiences, people are willing to pay for those experiences, number one. We don't need to run around as an industry and continue to give things away. And you've actually figured out a way to monetize an event, which not only brings exposure to Impact, I mean, it does bring exposure to Impact, but it also, more importantly, it benefits these end users that can come and learn something and be prepared for an ever-changing world. So it's pretty exciting stuff.
A lot of that, the other speakers we bring in, that outside influence, those are interesting topics that a lot of times have nothing to do with our industry, but draw in the people.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have two experts speaking on cryptocurrency and hedge funds and that type of thing. And
blockchain and how that plays into technology. The idea is we call it innovate to evolve, and the idea is to get people thinking outside the box in ways that you can use technologies that exist in unique fashion. Blockchain can be used for a lot more than just cryptocurrency, right? And that's what we're going to educate on in that session. So that's kind of the theme throughout the event, is to think outside the box and find ways to utilize technology to improve your business in some way.
Probably why I like y'all so much, because status quo does kind of suck. I think we all agree on that part of it anyway, right? So Frank, I got to ask you a question, Frank. So last time we talked, I think it was with you and Frank DeGeorge, we had a conversation, and we were talking about the need for dealers to really move upstream and chase these larger accounts. We came through this 3-year global pandemic. I just want to ask you a question. Can you tell me the top 3 accounts that you sold over the last 90 days? I just want the contract value revenue, and was it managed marketing, was it managed IT, but the top 3.
Yeah, we did a deal last month, which was the biggest deal last month in July, was $1.6 million. And then the month before, which I think was probably one of the biggest deals in the company in history, was a $6 million deal. Basically 100,000 a month, 60 months, and then what was one of the other ones?
We wrote a $25,000 a month deal, so it's about $2 million deal just this last month. Those were all IT deals.
Like with our IT business, we really don't do a deal that's under $600,000, or we don't take the business. With our marketing now, we've done that where $10,000 a month's the minimum, or we won't do the deal. And cyber, actually, we got a really nice cyber assessment yesterday, which was $86,000 to go in and do the cyber assessment. But with that piece of product we sell, the minimum's $25,000 for us to walk in the door. And that goes back to what you're talking about, giving things away for free. Nothing should be done for free in this industry anymore. And if you're doing it for free, you're missing the boat. And Impact has spent a huge amount of time and effort retraining our sales force to get out of that copier mindset of do whatever it takes to get the deal no matter what. Because in the end, if you're not making money, then why do the business? And we really analyze everything now to make sure we're at the profit margin that the company wants. And we just don't do those other deals anymore. We don't want a $3,000 a month deal, because in the end, it's more trouble than it's worth. And they don't even understand our solutions or have value in it when they're $1 million company.
Well,
so we really have gone up to the M in SMB. We are in that upper end.
Well, at the end of the day, if you're doing things for free, I always say you're overcharging for your expertise. And when you focus on building a remarkable organization, that's worth a lot of money, and people will pay for that remarkability. Always great talking to you guys. I am looking so forward to being up there next week. I'll be there the whole week, by the way, Frank. So make sure that table over there is clear off for me.
We'll go get some Italian food.
I'm looking forward to that, my friend. Okay, so the date of this thing is August 11th. It's at the Navy Pier. The website is impactoptimize.com.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything you want to add before we end this?
No, appreciate your time. Looking forward to seeing you, and we're going to have a great event.
I'm looking forward to it, too, because both of you know this. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo, and I'll see you all tomorrow.